Greetings, everyone. How you doing? We are going to jump into a Zendikar Rising traditional draft today. I asked chat whether they wanted Zendikar or Kaladesh, and Zendikar won again, but this is like the only... I chose traditional because of the 3 accounts I play on. I don't want to play... I'm no longer playing Zendikar to start out the day on the main account because the main account already has 4x of Zendikar Rising. If you are someone who never plays Constructed, that doesn't matter to you, and continuing to play Zendikar Rising on your main account is going to generate, cards that are gems, and that's all fine. But if you are a collection builder and like to keep up with Standard, and you have followed my advice to have a second account where you get to play on the side and do limited on the side, this is the time of year where it really, or the time of the cycle of Magic sets where it really comes in handy, because instead of using gold and gem resources on my main account to acquire a smaller amount of gems in return, basically to get a gem card out of a pack, I can wait, continue to play Standard and stuff on that main account. So I'm building up gold every day as usual. I don't stop generating the gold, but then that gold builds up instead of being spent on low return Zendikar Rising drafts. And instead I get to use that gold on the upcoming set, and I have way more resources to spend on that. And so that's the approach I recommend to anybody looking to primarily draft heavily, but also to build a collection, that you care enough about Constructed that you do want your collection built. And that's the way I've approached it. And now I've done it long enough that we're independent. We can do whatever we want here now, buy whatever we want, because we've been so efficient in the system that we are gem positive and the world is our oyster. And the Magic World is your oyster for tabletop at cardkingdom.com, where you can find my sponsor. They are purveyors of everything you need for your tabletop Magic game, all the single supplies and sealed product you need, everything you could want inventory-wise, and if they don't have it, they're looking hard for it. Boy, they want to keep that inventory high all the time. And by doing so, they allow you to come there and one-stop shop and complete whatever cool Magic project you're working on without having to go to 12 different sites to pick up all the pieces. And then you get them here. You know that you've got one of the best sites behind you, sending you stuff quickly and backing up their product. So please keep an eye on Card Kingdom and use my affiliate link. It lets them know you got there from here. And then that helps keep me on the air. And speaking of links, I also want you to check out our friend Oni Spumoni, who has worked with me on a code for his website, where Oni, for those you don't know, is the designer of my look and feel around here. So the whole Going Optimal site design around here is from Oni. And he also makes cool stuff that you can check out. If you like the enamel pins, he made these sweet pins. And if you use the Go Shopping code, you get a 15% discount on the purchase, and you help buy me some of Oni's time on this here website. So Oni's going to do a little touch-up work for me, and you can help put a dent in the cost of that for me by checking out Oni's gear and maybe getting a sweet set of pins for some Magic player you know in your life. So check that out. And I'm going to put this away. Thanks, Oni. And let's buy the entry here. I'm catching up on chat, but I can wait for this queue to fill while we do. We are best of 3 here, so it might take a little bit. Get into the draft view. Going Shoptimal is funny, but a little harder to remember than maybe just go shopping, right? Right on, King Squid. King Squid's doing the 2-account thing, and that second account, it just is this outlet for extra magic that, with a little maintenance and care, becomes basically a valve for free drafting. Yeah, I'm surprised that best of 3... I did go to best of 3, right? I'm pretty sure this is traditional. In fact, here I should adjust this. and adjust this. I'm going to put it on the removal IC first, and then I'll get back to you in a second. Anybody see something better than that removal pick? Let me know. And then over here, 2. All right, what do we got? So I like the feeds. It's fine. Skyclave Plunder is not really important in the format because of the kicker divination at common, which you'd rather have. It's synergistic with all of the kicker stuff going on, and you can cast it on 3 to find your lands. So I actively want kicker divination more than Skyclave Plunder, although if I don't get those, I will take a Plunder. It's just not a priority for me. And Selendi Vision, you really have to have a deck that's piling on the instants and sorceries to reliably hit. Although you do get to look at 6, you know. So if you do 40 cards divided by 6, you know, it doesn't need to be crazy, but you do need to have something, or that's really just an enter the battlefield tapped island. So this is a decent spland. I've actually lost games to this, and I've won games with this. But Feed the Swarm and Core Celebrant, they're best buds, right? It's just a fine card to take after Feed the Swarm. Jinx wants the Zoff, and I hear you, but this is so critical to such a great deck that I'm willing to hedge to the Celebrant. Also cutting white. Look, there's no other white in this pack, so it's an opportunity to take an excellent white card. We may even have a chance to like wheel a Mind Drain here and wheel something for this deck out of the pack. So I'm taking the Celebrant. No consideration for Wizard. No, I actually not over the Celebrant. No, if we're going to add a second color, I'm going to snap up the uncommon power level Celebrant that goes especially well with the feed. So yeah, I didn't really even think about it. I'm seeing my favorite deck start to go by here with Royal Mage and Into the Royal. Now, of course, go by. I don't have to take the Thwart the Grave. I could take these, but Thwart is so nice in this deck. I think we got to take the Thwart. If we can wheel a Gloom Hunter or a Blood Priest, we're going to cha-ching it. I don't think we will, but it'll be a great sign if we do. Sproutling, Into the Royal, Royal Mage. Ugh, there's a fantastic kicker deck going around here too, but with the start we have, I think you just have to take Thwart. Yeah, we're certainly sending the left into blue-green, right? So pack 2 should be great, but with the way we've started, if this keeps up. But I'm also worried about what's coming from the right. Like if okay, but this is great. So we have a sign that with Healer, again, it's the only good white or black card in the pack. Mesa Lynx and Vampire are not great. And there's nothing else here so good that I want to deviate from where we're headed here. Electromancer is great. Molten Blast, super solid. I like a Stomper in my green decks to get there on that. You could, if you're not gem independent, justify rare drafting. I don't feel like I talk about that enough since I have stopped doing it. We have enough gems on our accounts that I don't need to, for our purposes of staying gem independent, I don't need to rare draft. But I do want to call out that if you are struggling to keep your gems above 0, some rare drafting is fine if you're going to be 4Xing that set. 2 Waywards. Wow, that's bold. Well, I am going to take this Disciple. The Bug Catcher here, like, really the teamer has been pretty good. So I don't know if we're a genius or grifter or self-grifting here, because like we're taking good cards. This is a fine start. Yeah, we could take the Catcher on Hedge. But are we really going to abandon this for red at this point? Like, yeah. Chat really wants the Catcher. I love staying consistent here. It is medium, but sticking to your tribe and color scheme is not medium. And especially, I'll follow the Catcher plan. I don't think we're going to end up here, though. I really don't. Predation or Mind Drain. Predation, it has fairly limited value as a spell, but if you are, I'm always going to play the first one over a swamp. I'm not going to play this as my 4th spell land, maybe my 5th, but I am always going to play this as my first, no problem at all, because the times where you do happen to flood a little bit and you do happen to have this on 3 as your play, you're going to be like, awesome. I am going to take the drain, though. It does a life gain, which if we get some of the life gain payoffs, we will be happy about that. Was talking to someone on... oh, man, this kind of makes me sad, though, right? I'll first pick it into the Royal. We could take a champ, though, in case we end up in the red plan. I think we could take... Is there any way we end up playing it into the Royal? Could we? I guess we could. I guess this is just so good I should take this, right? Like this is drafting the hard way, because I really didn't think we were going to... You know, we've passed so much blue. I was trying to put our neighbors into it, right? But... yeah, the cost is so low to at least take this. Royal better than all the white and red you have. I disagree that it's better than the Celebrant. Obviously, you need the synergies to make that true, but when you have the synergies with a Celebrant, this is one of the top commons in the set. Let's go Geyser Mage if we're gonna... Like, I like a Stalker, but and in fact, it might even be better than Geyser Mage. But with 2 packs to go, I like heading towards the Kicker. And also, in the decks that I play a Stalker, I usually just want one. Yeah, well, I don't even like the Stalker in Rogues, per se. I like Stalker in non-Rogues blue decks, as it can come down and often activate for 2 or 3 and finish a game. But yeah, I guess we're taking Diviner. We passed so much great blue, especially, like, wasn't this the pack that had all the sick blue? I guess we take Deliberate over Scorch Rider. Because Bugcatcher has been the only... all right. All right. This was the pack where we shipped all the blue if Royal Mage is coming back around. Jinx, you see that I didn't just force my way into this, right? I did my level best. I guess maybe we would play a Cleric at some point, or maybe, I guess, a Molten Blast here. Yeah, we could be Wizards. Scorch Rider or Rage. I'm going to take Scorch Rider over Rage. They're of similar power level, but if creature type starts to matter for us in any way, I like having a Rider. All right, well now, what in the heck are we doing, gang? I don't even know. I guess we really didn't get any good black. We opened on pack 1 Feed. Then I took like a pick 3 Thwart. We shrugged and took a Mind Drain, but then there was no black from there. So, like, maybe... I wish there was a good blue card in this pack, because that really seems to be where the table is forcing us. Yeah, so it looks like Charger, Vanguard. You could actually make an argument that Vanguard is the better warrior. But also, it's possible this wheels, because if nobody's in it... I said you can make an argument that in the warrior deck it is. Like, if you're stacked on warriors, I want a Vanguard so badly. Wait, we'll take that. Now we have an Inscription of Ruin, Blood Chief's Thirst for... Maybe Blood Chief's Thirst is just better. Like, yeah, if you're kicking this is great. But Thirst is just doing it from the beginning. Yeah, and look at this pack, right? Look at all the... Yeah, could have had Alliance, but I don't hate our first pick. No, we're not. Yeah, we're definitely not 3-color. I'm taking Grixis cards and trying to figure out what the heck's going on. But I'm going to take Thirst. We get a Royal Eruption, a Bubble Snare, and a Blood Beckoning to just like, hey, are we Kixis? Another Vanguard. Yeah, let's take Eruption. Hey, we could be Warriors. I don't know. I'm lost now. I don't even know what I'm doing anymore. Fenner wants the Veil. I have definitely come up on Veil. I was pretty down on it at the beginning of the format, but I've cast it as spell more than I thought I would. Spland when in doubt is a reasonable metric. Yeah, let's take Veil. The people who want the black cards, I just don't know that we're black. I'm feeling blue is more open, and the Spland is pretty easy on that front. And we could take a Hazard if we want to lean blue. There's more black here. What a tough draft this is being. Maybe can we sort by color? Should I get sort by color? But black was not open pack 1. Let's remember that. I know there's a lot of black coming around, but that's because black actually wasn't open pack 1. Chilling Trap for Wizards. Got a War Leader going around for the Warrior deck. There is another spell land, and I would also play a Disruption, but Chilling Trap is yeah, I think you might be right. This might be the actual worst, but still playable, right? You still counter stuff sometimes. Could we have? I haven't really seen the white. I guess there's been some white warrior stuff, but really the red has been where it's at. He says, and then look, look at the white. Ah, boy, this is a funny draft. I mean, what do we even do? Like, I don't know. Are we taking Shelter because it Vault Progress? I mean, I don't want a Tempest or an Anti-Cog. Maybe we play Anti-Cog. I just take Anti-Cog. Domination is good. We have an Into the Royal here, though. What do you like? Dominate or Royal? Assuming we are wizarding. I think we are. We got to just lock in on wizards now. Love me that Into the Royal, but Dominate is, yeah, indeed huge. Agreed. Squid. Get in here, Squid. Binding comes back. Crazy. Wow, okay. That's how it's going to be, huh? I guess we could take Negate. We might end up in against an opponent who's doing the spell thing, and I like it better than the Voice. And I think if we want a Voice, we can get one too. Charger's fine here over Anti-Cog. Subtle Strike going this late is painful, but this whole draft has been painful. All right, come on, Pack 3, hook us up. Now that we've got our lane, that is not the hookup I was looking for. This is, though. Isn't even the hookup we're looking for. We're probably going to play it, but we're not that kicker heavy. Let's see, we've got a stretch kick here, stretch kick here. This is kicker, 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 kicker. We want more. We have enough to take it, but we really do we want more. And there's nothing, I mean, what else are we taking? I mean, if we're locked into red, blue, there's literally nothing else we would take out of this pack anyway. Another Domination. There's a Relic Amulet and a Field Research, though. We probably actually want the Amulet here over... Although Amulet might wheel. It seems to wheel a dumb amount of the time. But I think we can't risk that, right? It has like a reasonable chance to wheel, but it's so important for the deck that we got to take it. Agreed, Fenor. That's why I took it. But calling out that it does wheel, like if there had been some incredible bomb rare, we would have at least been able to say, hey, maybe it'll come around, right? In this case, obviously taking the Royal Eruption, wouldn't mind this pathway, but wouldn't mind wheeling a Fissure Wizard or a Diviner either. Treachery. Another War Leader. Somebody is indeed going to have a sicko warrior deck, even if they're playing mono red splashing 3 War Leaders. But we're going to take Bubble Snare, of course. We want everything that kicks we can, and Song Mad is another kind of on the weak side of what you can do there. Here's Kicker, which we would like, but we're not passing a Rock Slide Sorcerer. Hello. And we can take a Riptide. I don't know what our creature count is, but it's not even really impacting my picks. I'll check if it impacts a pick, but right now it's just... Fenner wants the Blast, but I'm taking the Riptide. I think we've added enough Kicker to play the Riptide. Fissure Wizard or another Dominate. I'm going to take Dominate. Maybe we wheel another one. No, that didn't table. That was a fresh one. Will you play 3? When we get the third one is the question. We'll take another Chilling Trap over Glacial Grasp. I love Glacial Grasp. I think this card is fantastic. It does a lot. Whether I'm on offense, if I'm going aggro, it clears out blockers, and if I'm kicker trying to make it to 6, it helps you survive till 6. But we're going to take Trap because of what our deck is. But I just calling out that I do love me a Glacial Grasp. The Wizard count is like again. I could look, but it doesn't matter. It's not going to change our picks. I don't think we're taking a Barrage or playing a Barrage. Maybe we play a Champ. I'm going to put it in the board. Hey, Field Research comes back for us. Awesome. Incredible. And this is the pack where the other Dominate did not wheel, but it's fine. I don't think we even wanted 3 Dominates. Wow, we got in the right lane, everybody. Help! I got 10 seconds. What do we even do? I want it all. I want it now. Diviner, I think. I really wanted that land, Jinx, but I can't pass a Diviner. We actually kind of need some top end here. I like that. Table made me. Table made me, but some hard way drafting here for your enjoyment. Deliberate, not going to make the cut. Yeah, the land at style points would be great. And certainly if you're looking for gems, picking the land there would be great. Playable gems are great. Let's see. We did end up with some splans. Let's toss those over here and see what our land count's going to be. I do like a significant amount of land with needing to kick stuff. Field Research and Geyser Mage both want you on 6, and Domination wants you on 1 million. So we're not going to go lower than 18 combined. This is 19, but we could do something like this. That's pretty fair, I think. Then we have 3 cuts, and we'll take a look at our numbers before we decide. We only have 11 creatures, which was some people were asking, are we low on creatures? And it looks like we are, but it's not in a disastrous way to me. I think we cut Anti-Cog. Like Roost is effectively a creature for a 12th creature. And the Chilling Traps, as long as they're active, are going to be drawing us cards. And maybe we're going to go down a creature and drop the Charger out. I don't know what this Charger does for us, really. So it's weird because like I don't want to go lower on creatures, but it's not a reason to keep a like yeah, you don't keep a creature that does nothing reasonable just because you need more creatures. Although it does do the job of surviving early. Like actually, if I were desperate for early defense, I would consider playing this because Fireblade Charger can block a 2 toughness creature and then kill it. So for 1 mana, being able to come down early and hold the ground against 2 toughness is not nothing, but we don't really need that here. We've got 3 Chilling Traps, Bubble Snare, and a lot of actual early action. So we should be able to handle any early threats with what we've got here. I can't cut a domination. Domination Flood is a risk. If we draw 2 dominations in the first 10 cards, we're going to be sad. And I think we do need the Rider. This is the kind of creature I do want to include. Like at some point, you just, all right, we need a body. Oh yeah, also Fenrir, you might be right. I haven't actually checked our wizard numbers. I got to be careful about that. And right now we're at 5. So if we cut one of those, do we need to bring something else in? Like, what's our warrior count? We got 3 warriors. We could bring in the champ. It's pretty. I mean, 2/3 for 3 is a D+ type of card. So we could put in a D+ that has the capability to be more of a C+ sometimes. But we got to cut at least 1 trap, right? We don't need to cut all of them harmonized, but 3 is too many for sure. It's 1 or 2 is correct. Well, that's the thing. We don't have much else to put in. If we just want to look at our, we could put in a random Deliberate that puts counters on amulets and helps us find our slim creature counts. We do. It's right here. And yeah, we need to go up on islands. That's a good call as well. This needs to go down. This needs to go up 1. Right. I agree with Fenor. Cutting a trap for a bad spell is not... I would rather have a narrow window to cast a good spell than to just play a generically bad spell. Oh, I didn't know you're in the draft, Math. We were. Yeah. Then you cut... Did you cut black hard? Because we got that message. We got that message, and the table just forced us into blue hard. Would you cut it for a Glacial Grasp if we'd taken it? Oh, absolutely. Yeah, I took the trap because I thought we were going to be heavy wizards. We ended up being light wizards. If I could trade a trap for the Grasp we took the trap over, I would love that. We don't have a Grasp. The question is whether or not I would play it if we had it. Wait, who are you and what have you done with the Jinx? Jinx just asked me to cut Molten Blast. I don't know him anymore. So Jinx wants to cut the Molten Blast to reduce our red requirement. The trouble is, Jinx, we still have the Charger that's just demanding a decent amount of red. So we're not gonna cut red cards to lower our mountain count or anything. I do like Molten Blast as a sideboard card, but not necessarily over any of this. I mean, we could run a Deliberate that's just always going to do what it does versus the Molten Blast, which sometimes might not do anything. Warrior count's like 3. Warrior count's low. We were looking at that. We were talking about Champ as a D+ that sometimes is randomly a C+. But we could do it. Actually, I do want, and I'll do this right now before I forget that. I almost want trap number 2, trap out and blast back in. Although I suppose 2 traps to start bringing in blast when it's good is fine too. Except we need a cut, right? 9. Yeah, 9-7 is the plan here. Why do I have more cards than I thought? Did I bring... Oh, we brought in Champ. I guess I'll cut a trap for the Champ. Jinx doesn't like the Champ. It's 1 more creature. We get up to 12 baseline, which is not the worst. But I do agree, Jinx, this is so weak. Fenrir likes the Champ. Scott wants to pull the Champ. All right, I'm going to do a 30-second pull, and then we'll play. So I'm going to cut the Champ right now. And we're at 39 cards. So are we going to add Trap, Champ, Blast? I think those are the only cards I want to consider here. Oh, Blast is already in. My apologies. Darn it. If you vote Blast, it's already here. So I'll just have to go Champ or Trap, whatever wins that. Bad poll, my bad. It'll still do the job, though. I just duped some people out of their votes. I've disenfranchised voters. Disenfranchised the Blast voters. All right, we'll trap it and go for this. Another hardway draft. We've got a couple dominations, a couple eruptions. No, Jim, I used to do that, but too hard. Too hard. 10 creatures plus Roost. I know it's creature light, but you'll see. We'll be fine. We actually have two. Little Mage's Domination is 2 more creatures. Yeah, let's. I'm gonna go blue it for the pun, and we all know it. Well, Rob, everybody had the chance to vote, and more people voted Trap than Champ. I don't want to call it actual blue, Jinx, because that's too spoilery. Let's see if I left any memes on. Oh, no. Clearly the Blast voters felt that another spell was fine, though, Rob. Easy peasy. We're going to go Squid first to get maximum value out of our Squid attacks. Oop, never mind. Well, actually, maybe we will go Squid Amulet. I'm still going to go Squid. We're going to Amulet on 3 over Catcher. Can even hold off on Amulet potentially. Amulet, although now with Sorcerer I want Amulet out, because basically if our next sequencing was going to be around Roost of Drakes and Bugcatcher, you could argue, you know, go Bugcatcher here, Roost of Drakes next turn, and then Amulet the stuff that will actually trigger it. But now that we have a Sorcerer to potentially play on 4, I want the Amulet out sooner. And of course, we're going to offer a Squid for the Cleric. It's not going to be accepted. And Cleric is going to get to almost certainly be a 3/3. Oh, it's Math Core. Great. We're playing against Math, who passed to us, and presumably has a sicko black deck given everything that we saw past. But yeah, the point is, Cleric is, unless shenanigans, Cleric's going to be a 3/3 at most next turn, and we'll erupt it on 4. If we find a mountain, perfect. Bugcatcher Eruption would be great. Yeah, we took that Celebrant. They got this Celebrant, but we got our Celebrant. Now, I can't play Roost because we need to kill this thing before it gets out of range. And it looks like we don't have our land anyway, so... Why are we playing this for single blue? So that we kick the Shatter Skull Charger or something? Oh, we gotta pick 3? That is rude, Math. Why don't you go pick on somebody else? You know, I stream for your enjoyment, and you come here and wreck my face with your BS? Jeez, Math. All right, what are we keeping? I guess we gotta keep the Sorcerer, right? This is our best hope. Krauser says keep Roost. But Roost is, while Mythic Uncommon, not the best thing for us here, especially given that we have to give up our 1 kicker spell. Like, if we could keep the Shatter Skull, maybe, but we wouldn't keep that anyway because we don't even have the red to cast it. So, Shatter Skull Charger, easy, because we can't even cast it. And then you get into these two, and it's like, well, this isn't doing much on this board, so this is another easy one. And then you offer this or this, and if we keep the Roost, it's like all we're doing. It doesn't put a counter on the amulet or anything. Sorcerer is the clear choice to keep safe. And I'm sorry, I'm acting like he's going to discard all of them. That's not what's going to happen. But the point is, to me, this is the obvious keep. He's not going to discard all of them. He only gets to discard the 1. But I think that was the correct thing to make him do there. Too bad. Can't find ourselves another land. What do we want dead? I actually want the Pack Beast dead before this dead anyway. So rather than Geyser Mage and put a second counter on the amulet, we're going to use the amulet to kill the Pack Beast and hold the Geyser Mage for next turn. Math with the goods. Sweet looking Cleric deck right there. So far, we got some stuff, but this is going to be a tough road. It starts, our comeback trail starts with Rockslide Sorcerer living, and we're gonna see what we can do there. I could send in the Squid, and the threat of putting something on the amulet and then finishing off the Celebrant is probably good enough that they're not gonna block. Just so. Really? What are they going to attack with? They're going to send Blight Priest into our Sorcerer? I mean, maybe. I guess I would take Blight Priest, but I might even just trade for the Blight Priest. We're only triggering this once coming up right now with the Geyser Mage. Yeah, see, I think we take it. I don't know. We can't beat stuff in hand, but this is fine. We trade here, shoot this, and then... yeah, or maybe I am... Maybe I do take it, but I can't unless we're going to really kill this thing. Like, if we draw a land... If we draw a land, we get Geyser Mage, a second counter here, and then we ping the priest and shoot down the Blight Priest. Yeah, people want the trade. Didn't like my squid attack. Totally understandable. Trade or doubling down? Nah, I disagree. I think I've come up with my plan. It requires a land, but it's a good plan. If we don't get a basic land, we're in trouble. But I have a plan, so let's work the plan. And now we can send again. This is a much better attack than the last one. I get we'd be dead without a land, but at least I had a plan. Well. 6 cards is not 8, but we can steal ourselves something. But maybe we need to play Bug Catcher, and because the only thing we could steal here is the Expert, and that's not very good. So yeah, we really need to steal the Celebrant. So I'm going to go Bug Catcher here. It's our one play, and then we do have blocks though. And Math knows we have Chilling Traps in the deck too, so he may have to play around Chilling Trap. Although that's not great for us, let me tell you. So what value can we get here? We need to leave. We're going to leave the Celebrant and try and steal it. And we're going to chump here and look to trade 1 for 1 over here. Or maybe we want 1. Yeah, this would be a double block. How about, actually, let's just try and kill the Celebrant and then prevent 5 here. I mean, I know we're talking about stealing the Celebrant, but killing it's fine, right? Like is there a reason we wouldn't just want to kill the Celebrant now? You want to steal the Celebrant, what, so we can gain life back? Do we need life gain? They're at 1 card. I think it's pretty strong to say that we need it. Doubling the Protector is a 2 for 1. I really don't want to do that. I'm just going to chump the Protector. So chat's kind of suggesting this. Yeah, a decent blocker is a good argument for leaving the Celebrant alive. All right, let's try this. Need another land here for the domination on Celebrant. Missed, but we do get a Royal Mage for no kick that would put a counter on the amulet and give us a block on the Protector and a ping on the Celebrant. So this, while we would dearly love to kick this. Oh, would we dearly love to kick this. We have to run it out and threaten the amulet ping. Oh, is it 8 now? Oh, yeah, you're right. Sorry. Oh, good call, chat. Let's talk about that then. So we have, we have an extra 3, 5, 6, 7, 8. So we can actually steal the Celebrant now if we want and give us a chance to find the kicker for the Royal Mage. Yeah, let's do that. Thanks for the catch, chat. And we actually have amulet mana too. No choices here. Blocking. Afraid of blood beckoning. How about, I'll even take another island deck. If you need to give me an island, give me an island. I'd like a mountain, but just a land of, I'll take a spland, please. Okay, I got my spland. And I'm going to play it as land, not messing around here. We need it to cast both of these. Let's see. No haste in white black. I am going to attack, right? I can't think of any haste. Charger? It's red. Yeah. That's very nice if they can find some life gain. Ooh, that's pretty good too. Next turn. Ah, boy. Now what do we want? I want a spell. Give me a 4 mana or less spell. That's our dream. Like a dream top deck is Into the Royal for the healer. We go Into the Royal, the healer, and kill the priest. Yeah, because we will have to unkick Royal Mage if we don't do that. We got our land instead. Well, if we kick the Royal Mage, what are we getting out of that? I wonder if we can get... do we live long enough? This is a big game. I don't think we can wait. But if... Are we going to die? Are we going to make it a turn? I guess we can make it a turn. And we can ping down any healer tokens they make. All right. I'm sold. I need to think it through. I'm just very worried about dying, but they have to top deck to kill us, so we should do that. And obviously we're willing to throw the Royal Mage in front of a Blight Priest in a heartbeat. So this is good, but as said, we had the tools to stay alive to untap and dominate the healer. Interesting. I'm going to assume we want that. We go... So we're taking a 4. So we go 1, 2, 3 for the blue. Then we get 3 of it just on the graveyard. And then 1 more for healer stealing. Ping first... Why does it matter to ping first? Let's see. Just to make sure it happens? I'm just trying to understand where people are, what we're thinking. Oh, right, to get it. Sorry, usually I'm on top of that, but I know why you're saying now. I don't know why I flaked on it, but the idea is you want to use your amulet efficiently. So since we want to do exactly 2 damage, you use the amulet before putting another counter on it. I just forgot that interaction. Thanks, chat. And we can't cast this even, it doesn't really matter. We're going 1, 2, 3, 4, and stealing that, auto pay. And actually, we're so low on life, I'm going to say no attacks here. I don't even want to let this through for 1. Sorry, Gannett. Sometimes it bites me. I have passed turns here and there on stream, but not in a while. Well, we passed that pack 2, pick 1 to math, and he just wrecked us with it. But we're still in okay shape here. I'm gonna, let's see. We can respond to whatever they do with Veil Amulet, so we're just gonna pass. Oh yeah, we can even swing. Although, yeah, we can swing. Because we're not taking any damage. Agreed. Free swing. Well, I didn't mock it. I just said that that the uncommon that we took was better, and I believe that it is. All right, now we got to do this. And this. Hee hee. And with the amulet, I'm going to go ahead and attack. Shoot first, see if we have to block. We can go 5 to the face and get him to 3 and threaten lethal. But I think I should hold the eruption to use on a creature if we want to clear blockers. So we'll save. David wants to go to face. Kind of the only reason to go to face is if we're worried about more discard. Oh, that's a good point. Going to 6, 7, 8. We couldn't go to the face and play amulet, but playing around a rogue with the 1 toughness would be interesting. Royal to the face would have played Skydancer. I know what you mean. Yeah, I'm going to go for the win here. I don't think they can... Yeah, we almost should side in a plains, right? That was quite a game. Nice work. Thanks, chat. Chat pointed out a couple things I was missing here or there that helped keep me on course. I think I would have found my way, but chat got me there in a hurry. Now then, all right. Black-white clerics. We need to kill the cleric pieces or we're in trouble. Do we have anything? Oh yeah, this is where Molten Blast is good for us. We like that in this deck. We want to look only our... Anti-cog is a consideration. But negate, do we see anything that we need to negate for? Really, negate and anti-cog are our only 2 serious considerations, or bringing in more creatures. Negate would get inscription, feed, alliance, blood price. There's a lot of spells going on. I think I like a negate over a second trap here. I'm going to do that. Math was showing enough spellage to be worth running that. Siding in a plains is a little too cute for me, but interesting. I'm gonna keep this. Royal Eruption is a nice pickup here, because now a likely curve out is this. Amulet, Eruption, Sorcerer. And we will give him one turn to put a counter there. I'm going to go Amulet. Hey, Norbert. Welcome. All right, that's a little troubling. Thankfully, we have the End of the Royal to reset one of them as we kill the other one. Math, okay, as I say, Math was stuck on land, found the 4th land, and is now making things scary. So, island here, into the Royal, the Cleric of Life's Bond on, I want to get the Sorcerer going, but the Sorcerer doesn't really do anything about either of these. And putting another, into the Royaling, the Cleric sets another counter on the Amulet, which means we can kill the Cleric on the way back down. And so anyway, yeah, Rock Slide is nice. Do we have time, though? I don't feel like we have time for Rock Slide. Yeah, not on the way down if played this turn, but I'm assuming my belief is that Math will do something pre-combat main phase to put another counter on the Cleric, and this won't be able to be recast. That's my belief, Fenor, and if I'm wrong, we at least have Spikefield Hazard plus Amulet, and we can finish it off. Just so. I'm now wondering if I Amulet the Blight Priest. Leaving red open. Let's drop a mountain. Yeah, Riptide plus Kill Priest is pretty appealing to me here. Rock Slide, leave up Hazard. That's true. Rock Slide, leave up Hazard. All right, I'll just do that. I don't mind using the Amulet to kill the Celebrant here. And we can see what Math does here and have the Hazard at the ready. So let's kill the Priest. Let's kill the Cleric here. Before it gets bigger. You wanted the 3-2? Yeah, I guess I could have... Yeah, because now we're getting an attack from the Priest. Sorry, this is a complicated game, man. Magic. Magic. All right, we're doing okay, though. We're doing okay. We've got Amulet to kill the Celebrant and blockers for the Blight Priest. So I'm going to do kill Celebrant. And do we want Squid or Riptide? Probably just Riptide for biggest butt. Diviner trades. I want to try and actually block here. Oh no! Geyser Mage sending back Blight Priest, putting a counter is okay. Expedition Diviner killing Blight Priest outright is okay, but I feel like, yeah. You like Diviner kill Pack Beast? Yeah, one of these two. Okay, let's do that. I'll do this before anything else happens. Ouch. Not dead yet.
Your friend here is only mostly dead.
I'm going to hold the land so we can threaten something here. Hodge of Little Faith. If this is 3 lands and there's nothing but land on top, we have a great shot. Still not dead. Still not dead.
Can I kick it? Yes, you can. Can I kick it? Yes, you can. Well, I'm going. Go on.
Okay, we're dead. Jeez, what a deck, Math. How are we... Unbelievable. Unreal. This is such a great Clerics deck. If we beat it, I'm going to be so happy. But I like our plan for it, so I'm going to run it back. Well, we were in a pod. It's hard to say we had access to those specific cards, though. This is gross, but the Royal Eruption is so important with those early clerics that I'm gonna reluctantly keep this, and we at least have Royal Eruption into Sorcerer on any land. But this is just mission critical, and we have it, so we got to keep it. Island on top. Oh, never didn't, right? Never didn't. There's where anti-cog was suggested, because on the play, being able to counter something on, is a lot better than struggling with it on the draw. Field research, if we play here, doesn't make us discard. We would lose a ping off the sorcerer, but that's presuming it even lives, which I'm not going to presume. So I'm going to go ahead and field research here. Fenrir just wants to eruption now. You really think it's worth erupting this when we have Rockslide Sorcerer? I'm going to research. I think we want to try and Sorcerer Trap to ping the Pack Beast in a couple of turns. Nice. Now we have Diviner on 4 into Sorcerer plus Trap on 5. And we haven't seen any of the must kills yet. This is close, but like the true must kills are the payoffs for the Celebrant. The Blight Priest and the Uncommons. And we have a Molten Blast to help with that too. But yeah, Diviner now into Rockslide with Chilling Trap up is the plan. We didn't actually see a subtle strike, but it's too important. I'm not blocking here. That's what I'm talking about in terms of payoffs that need to die. How soon does it need to die is the question, because my plan was Rock Slide Sorcerer, keep up Chilling Trap to be able to ping the Pack Beast. But you could make an argument now that we should go for Royal Eruption while the roiling is good. Well, they don't win on attrition, Krauser. If we wait, they'll get another token, right? I mean, that's okay. I don't want them to win the game, but we can give them one more token. All right, let's do Sorcerer, hold up Trap, because it actually does give us nice blocks here as well. Okay, that's what you mean. We're on the same page then. Not unexpected, but let's trap while we can. We will shrink down the healer and kill the Pack Beast. Yeah, I'm not expecting anything to live per se. Hopefully we just draw enough stuff that it works out. So yeah, this is the cleric deck going off, but we have the tools here. We have the tools, and we're gonna do it right now. We're gonna Royal Erupt the 3 and blast the 2. And at 13, we can't trade 3 for their 3, so we stay back. Oh, you're sure right. We got like a million trap memes. Here you go.
You've activated my trap card!
It's a trap! It's a trap! It's a trap!
You know, we at least have an answer, but you know... Anyway, yeah, I've been off on my meme activation. Sorry, gang. It's just Magic's hard. I've been obsessed with trying not to lose, I think. Yeah, island would have been great. Didn't find the island though, so we're gonna have to snare down the Drana. Oh, don't be peeved at math. I encourage everybody to do it. It's all good. It's all good. I mean, this has been great. Hasn't this been a great match? Like, why? I can't worry about it. Besides, we're rich. We're rich.
I'm rich, yes!
Yeah, it's true. I gotta watch out. I think I can win in 4. I can end the game in 4 minutes and 51 seconds of my clock, though. Man, we cannot seem to catch a break on blue. But what about just Squid and Ryder and just hold? You like Charger? I'm gonna double spell. Yeah, I'm with I like Squid Rider. Stay on D. We're not trying to win this one in a hurry. We're trying to stabilize and win a longer game, which is tough to do against a grindy clerics deck. But we've got, oh gosh, I didn't even see the Barons. Math, this is like the dumbest deck I've ever seen. What are you even doing? How are we? I don't know how we win, but we're gonna try. I just noticed the Barons, which can actually activate twice. It can come out as a 4/4. But we can attack with a couple of 4s. So I'm going to kick this. We can't really steal Barons unless he activates it. We can try. Maybe, maybe that's the secret sauce, is like sending in, yeah, let's send in both. Let's try it. Let's bait it. And he didn't, so then I like domination. Now, we gotta kick the Charger so that we have blocks for the Baron. But trouble is the Baron can be an 8/8. So there's a forced block here. But if it's all math does, do we have outs? Instant, yeah, Into the Royal is not an out. Do we have instant speed outs to that is the question. Not really. Well, maybe we need to somehow... You can't Royal Barons, though. That's the thing. That's what I'm saying. Yeah, I gotta say no block. I don't know how we win from here, but I think we have to go to 1, and I just don't think we have outs. Certainly that's not an out. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Oh yeah, we could have won with possibly with a like kicked eruption or something. Yeah, I guess we're not dead if we steal Celebrant. Steal Celebrant, attack with... actually, we should attack with both, right? We can't swing all, or we just actually lose to the cat. Because we're looking at Barons and cat attacking, and we need 2 for that, but we can send our biggest stuff. Yeah, good call, Haj. Now we are forcing Math to consider hanging back. And Roosty Boy... Trouble is, the thing is huge, right? So we go... let's go Roost, though. Gotta kick the Roost. Can't attack here. Oh, did I... Why show him? Because, yeah, we want to gain life, right? Oh, you mean before attacks. I don't know if we're attacking, though. And if they block Celebrant... Yeah, I'm not attacking. I don't think it's worth losing one of these for the damage. But it might be next turn with the 2/2. Yeah, timer. I'm watching the timer. I'll play... I need to start playing fast, though, so let me focus on timer, gang, so I don't lose there. Okay, so now block. We don't have a land. We send this. We get in for 5 at most, or 7. That's not lethal, so we have to send. Like so. I'll play the amulet. Oh, a paw. Oh, that's just the Baron pause. You want hold relic? I don't have time to... I'm playing stuff. I got a minute to win this. No reason not to show it. if we draw a kick draw cards, there is like if we draw kick draw 3, we will be really happy we have the amulet down. Come on, top deck, give us something. That's not bad. But oh, and we can land. Yeah, all right. We got to go for. Fenner says we win. Please land, swing all, but they have another blocker now, right? I don't have a choice though. We go this. So should I hold? Darn it. Now I screwed up. All right, I'm gonna hit the flyer. Try not to lose on time. Ah, see, this is where I'm not playing my game. I'm looking at chat again, and it's kind of messing me up. But not your fault, chat. I'm not saying shut up or anything. I'm saying this is a hard thing to do, that's all. Oh, come on, math. You suck. Oh, my God. You can't just not top deck once, please. Come on. It's effectively. I have 4 seconds. I can't. My big problem with Arena is that they count. They send my. They put my timer down while animations are running. See, I didn't even do anything. That's not even fair. Like, did I get countered? The ban me for clocking out. God, it really is. It doesn't. You don't notice in the middle, but like at the end when you realize, look, I'm not doing anything. I'm not doing anything. I've made my move, but the animations are running and counting my timer down when I've. Good games, math. Now, timeout. He's not gonna gloat. He knows he's lucky. You're lucky as hell, math. Lucky as hell. If I weren't streaming, you'd be dead. Actually, if I weren't streaming, I'd probably have missed a line and I'd be dead.
Do I need to unplug you?
What's that?
I need to unplug you?
You need to unplug math. I just wish I had been able to play that out on deck contents and not frickin' clock. So lucky, math. All right. I'm gonna keep this. Open on tapped hazard. Well, pretty awkward start here, not having anything to do before 4, but if they give us a target, we'll blast. Unreal. How did we lose to timeout? Because I ran out of time? That's how that works? Sorry, I'm being salty, but I am salty. Salty for losing, almost destroying, almost beating an incredible Clerics deck, except not even getting the chance to find out because of time. And now we're going to go unkick Bubble Snare and blast the Skulker. We'll tap down this Infiltrator so that stops drawing cards. Wow. Apparently it's my day. Sure. 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 Makes sense. 0-1 bracket. I'm tilted. Why wouldn't this happen to me? I don't have any... I'm gonna... Yeah, I'll wait. Like, I could Chilling Trap and deny them this draw, but I could Chilling Trap and deny them this draw once I have a Wizard in play, and then I at least get a draw back myself. Whatever. I'm... Sure. 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 Yeah, we can try an anti-cog, I suppose. With all that removal, we are less likely to have our wizards around. Well, here, now you get it on the deck box. Congrats. Oh, it doesn't let me change my deck box in the middle of, during sideboarding, I guess. Negate in is another interesting suggestion, given all the removal we saw. What are we cutting for that? If we do that? I agree, Fenor. I'm going to send this in. I shouldn't do this. All right, keepable. Yeah, I'm getting over it. You know me, I tilt pretty hard, but I try to get over it quick. Moving on. Solid. Into the Royal is nice. We're going to start with the Sorcerer, though. I mean, it's likely to die. We could hold this in hopes that it doesn't die, but I just don't get this realistic. It's going to die, and then we'll have Into the Royal and Royal Eruption and Shatterskull Charger, and we'll just keep playing our game. But we're going to play Sorcerer and expect it not to be with us when we untap. If it does, then we fist pump, click our heels in the air, and start machine gunning. But there you go. Well, setting expectations is the key to happiness. And so when you set your expectation that the Rockslide Sorcerer is highly likely to die, then it doesn't even hurt when it happens. You're like, yeah, called it, right? Instead of, oh, it's called it. And now I get to feel like, yeah, I knew it was going to happen and I'm okay with it. Here we can unkick the snare to keep the rogue down and hold up into the royal, or we could just drop a charger at full strength. I like charger at full strength. Let's start racing here. Yeah, charger was 5, not 4, or I would have snared, but, you know, this is fine. Or did you want to go unkicked? We got stuff to do. I figured we needed to land this for reals. Now we might royal it back. It's true. We could just sit here hasting the charger if we wanted to dodge the feeds. I kind of like kick. Well, let's see. You can just do unkick Scorch Rider, snare the rogue. I'm going to do that. They'll probably, I mean, this is not a great card, but they're so removal heavy, they'll probably use removal on this too. And we kind of want that, because then we can use the Royal to get back our own charger, and then hopefully they'll be out of removal and we'll have this back. But if we get a land, I'm going to do Geyser Mage. We didn't get land, and in fact I want one, so maybe we do just into the Royal, the charger here, looking for a land. Yeah, normally I don't like the whole idea of not leaving your creature permanently on the board, but they've used 2 pieces of instant removal, and we've seen a bunch of sorcery speed, so it could be the time to do some sorcery speed removal. And this does leave us the red if we wanted to. If we get a island, it's conceivable we'd want to shoot something down, but not really. We're not going to use a Royal Eruption on Duelist. On an Infiltrator, on the other hand, yes. I like Royal Eruption Unkicked Bug Catcher. Or Royal Eruption Unkicked Diviner. Sorry, that's much better. And we're going to get the Infiltrator so they don't get endless cards off of us. We still have a pesky Stalker to deal with. This can start to get through unblocked. But we are somewhat racing. They're offering this trade. Interesting. With the rest of our hand, I kind of like taking this offer. What do you think? They've got 2 cards in hand. Maybe they're up to something, but yeah, that's true. We can Geyser Mage it and set them back. We do have the 6 already. Subtle Strike would be enough of a blowout that we can skip it. And then having Geyser Mage down means a dead Diviner draws us a card. Okay. I'm fine with this. Ah! Everybody was wrong. It was a straight offer. And now, if we want to put anything on the Amulet, we need to play the Amulet first. We could Amulet Bug Catch and have a couple of Well, I don't know. I think it was just an honest offer. It wasn't a bluff. It was an offer. Durain with Stalker and Skulker back would have been absolutely happy to trade Stalker number 2 for Diviner, right? So I hesitate to call that a bluff. It was I would love this trade here. As for us, this is a terrible blocker. I'm going to go ahead and Geyser Mage one of the Stalkers for now. Maybe we kick... we could bounce this Stalker. Nah, there's the Skulker. Yeah, I don't know, Fenner, I was considering that. Also, I got to be careful here. We saw that I can lose on clock, so got to play at a better pace here. I don't want to do that again. Yeah, that's true. Game 1 was over in a heartbeat. Here we get Amulet Diviner. That's nice. Nice-ish. We still need a little more work before we're going to get not dead to Stalkers, though. They can send both of these. 1, 2... Yeah, right now they can't pump these a bunch. We're not dead to Stalkers next turn, though. We have potential outs. Yeah, we're at 1, but that 1 is not 0, as I've heard. And let's see, if we're assuming unblocked... Yeah, we can send... We should. We gotta try to find a win somehow, so we actually need to take a risk and send in the attack. All right. Well, I got excited about this because I thought we had potential. And instead, I thought our deck was good. Y'all like our deck? Not the deck. I mean, look at how well it performed against what was an amazing Clerics deck. I think our deck is good, and we just had another rough one. Charger Swing All. What does that do for us? Does it? Yeah, maybe I'm lamenting our win, but I don't think even the trample. I guess it's all we've got, right? So we might as well do it. I mean, there's nothing else to do here. We have no other plays. Charger unkicked is worse than Charger kicked here. I guess it gives us amulet activation, but it's the same basic thing. There's one good thing that came out of this, though, gang. One good thing.
You get nothing. You lose. Good day, sir.
Blew it indeed. Math came and gave us a heck of a match. Really fun. With an unfortunate finish that was clock influenced. We don't really know how that one would have played out. Well, why? I like drafting again. I like playing for stuff on the line. I wouldn't necessarily put it quite as spicily as Hodge, but basically agree that, I mean, Magic is fun. You don't need any reason to play Magic games other than they like Magic. But it's early, we could go draft again. Oh, I didn't know that was a Futurama line. Yeah, well, kind of arena, or they should just have a. Yeah, they could do a lot of things to make it better, but I mean, yeah, if I'm gonna play again, I should just play against somebody in chat, or boy, I could play math again, have a rematch. Well, so here's my thing on conceding versus resigning. I conceded before, but I don't. So, like, let's say, so who is it? Robert wanted me to play it out, right? Yeah, Robert wants me to play it out. So let's say that I was like, well, I'm just going to give somebody a win. And I go in to give somebody a win, and I pair against Robert, who is in his O2 match, and then I scoop him the win. How does Robert feel right then? Like, if I scoop the win to Robert at also 0-2 when he entered specifically to play, I've actually denied him his match. So on the one hand, somebody might appreciate it, like somebody who is 1-1 or, you know, whatever might want that because they get the free win. But someone who doesn't have anything on the line and has entered the queue to play, I'm really denying them a play opportunity. So I think I'd rather just resign if I'm going to do that. So I'm going to do that. I have no doubt there are some lines from that last game that might have been superior. We were in a lot of trouble, though. Not sure if there were some ways to buy us a turn or two, though. Because we were also close to stable. We were in trouble, but trying to stabilize. Anyway. YouTube. Sometimes you draft a nice solid deck and you go 0-2. That's what happened here, and sorry. Hope you enjoyed that first match at least, though. That was a killer. See ya.